From Collins Pearly Sports Complex in St. Albans, Vermont, welcome St. Albans Steeler enthusiasts to this broadcast of 8th grade football live on Northwest Access TV. I'm Wesley Kempton and I am delighted to be a small part of this broadcast and helping you fans of this program and these players have a chance to shine on the big screen under the lights here at Collins Pearly. It is a chilly, chilly late autumn night as we get underway here in St. Albans and an unsuccessful first pass attempt. It is sort of a almost snowing bit of precipitation coming down as we get started officially. My temperature gauge shows us at about 37, so perhaps it's just like a freezing mist here, but otherwise good conditions, good football weather, as head coach Chris Sabrin said before we got this one underway. And this final season contest, inter-squad contest between the Steelers' 8th grade team, what has been an unusual sports season for every level of competition, and no different here for these players in their final year for the Steelers. But nonetheless, this is the final inter-squad matchup after about 6 weeks of a season. They practice a couple times a week and then they scrimmage once a week, and they get to close out the season here under the lights. The rules this evening going to be not too dissimilar from, shall we say, regular football, as we get an interception on our first possession. That was Andrew Sawyer with the pick. It is not tackle football. That's the biggest thing that you'll notice. And another thing that we may not even have to worry about anyway, we're not going to have any punts this evening. We'll just play through 4 downs, and then on a 5th down, the quarterback is just going to throw it as far as he can. They'll down it, they'll play it from there. It's also worth noting that this is a shortened field as we're playing just 7-on-7 right now, so it's just an 80-yard field here. And so on 4th down, here's a pass attempt, incomplete, intended for Mason Mercure. The quarterback for the white team, who is our away team, was Gordon Lervier. On your screen, it's going to be yellow and green. Yellow is going to be the white team, based on that scoring bar that you see, and then the green Steelers, that's going to be the black team. So we'll stick with the brighter versus the darker. So here's that 5th down. Lervier's throw is going to go down to about the 38-yard line, so just across midfield. And the home team, I say loosely, comes out. Giving some instructions in the huddle is Chris Sabrin. In his 3rd year at the helm of the Steelers program, assisted for all 3 of those years by Carl LaRue, who is down on the field with him. The other 2 assistants you'll see in the bright yellow coats, Frank Wagner and Brad Stott. It is a night when those coats are not going to be shed. Sometimes, in an early football season, you're playing short sleeves and shorts as well. But it is proper chilly here tonight as our first passing effort from the home Steelers team is completed. Jonas Wagner is the quarterback for the black team. Again, all of these players that you're watching this evening are 8th graders. They'll all be, presumably, if not almost, will be attending BFA next year. At center, looks like Hunter Cheney. Here's Wagner. He's got a lot of time to think about it, and a good completion as he finds Riven Williams, number 33, crossing across the middle. Good for a 1st down as the Chains head on down the sideline. Our time structure of this contest will be two 30-minute running clocks. Wagner out to his left, dumps it off, and a quick and easy completion. I think that was Evan Judd. It was number 20. So the offense with Wagner under center is looking pretty good. Got Hunter Cheney to snap it to his side. He's got Wyatt Williams. Wagner's looking toward Williams. Instead, he's going to go deep in the middle and overthrows the intended receiver, Marcus McConnell. McConnell, it's worth noting, one of about a half dozen or so who are wearing shorts. On second down, Wagner's back, and a high effort over towards Wyatt Williams, past his fingertips. And it will be third down now. As unusual for these eighth graders to not be able to tackle this season, perhaps more unusual, is that 6 weeks this season has lasted and they have not been able to play anyone else. And it was mentioned by the coaching staff as just a quick pass across the middle to Evan Judd is completed. It's going to make it 4th and about 4. Is that they have really, their morale has not been affected by the fact that they have just been competing against one another throughout this entire season. And that is a sentiment which rings true across coaches at all levels and all sports, in fact, this fall, that it's just being out there is just such a great relief for these kids, and also for these kids' parents. Get them out of the house a bit. Wagner's throw, a nice pass over towards Williams. Made a quick turn for a first down. Wyatt Williams, effectively the tight end. Makes it a bit unusual when you just have 7-man and 5 of them are eligible receivers. Wagner has Judd to his left. He's going to overlook him and looking deep, overthrowing Wyatt Williams. Good coverage from the away team. Donovan Rathburn was there, making it a bit difficult for Williams. And they go back for second down. McConnell wide on the near side. On the far side, it is Riven Williams. Wagner's looking towards Williams, and a jump ball. Williams comes down empty-handed. A good effort from both quarterback and receiver. Williams kind of had to slice his way between 2 defenders. The ball made it there, though. Wagner again towards Riven Williams. That was in traffic and a good catch, and it should be another first down. Waiting for the chain gang. They dropped the chain because this is first and goal now. Hard to tell. Looks like they've got about 2 inches before they get to the goal line. Wagner missed on that one, trying to see the number of who the intended receiver was. I think it was Damian Callan, number 82. This is the first time this season, by the way, that these players are wearing these jerseys, so it was such a big deal. Not only are we playing under the lights, but they're playing with real jerseys this evening. A fastball from Wagner. It's going to make it 3rd and goal. Wagner with Judd to his left. He's going to go to the near side and overthrows McConnell. And perhaps insult to injury, as it were, McConnell, who was running back towards the huddle, realized that he had to go and retrieve the ball as well. The good spirit of all of these athletes. I'm sure he doesn't feel insulted, nor was he injured. So trying to get the first touchdown under the lights. Wagner looking for Judd. Checking through all the options. McConnell, did he get it? No! Comes down, just losing it. Wagner looked through all of his receivers, found a cutting Marcus McConnell, and McConnell had it for a moment, and once he hit the grass, the ball was out of his grasp. And so a turnover on downs for the away team, the yellow team by your scoring graphic. Of course, it's still a scoreless contest. They've got basically 80 yards to go on an 80-yard field. Not your traditional goal line stand without any running today. Not with a two-hand touch. So that away team gathering up to game plan. At quarterback now is Jacob Gregoire. Gregoire's pass is going to be picked off by Andrew Sawyer. Nobody is around to give him the two-hand touch, and Sawyer is going to run it back for our first touchdown of the evening. It goes to the home team on your graphic, the green team. Trying to update the graphic on there. There we go. Scoring graphic updated now. And so again with the ball and in a scoring position, trying to get that final point. A quick pass over to Judd. It's a completion. It crosses the goal line, and that is your extra point. So 7-0 our score.
No, you only get one with the extra point. No.
And all. Update that score for you now. Almost halfway through that running clock of the first period, and the white team back out. Jacob Gregoire back under center. Gregoire goes to the near side, a quick pass over to Braden Rooney. Rooney sure-handed, but quickly hit with two hands out about the line of scrimmage. At the near hash now. On the far side It's James Schuler, the wideout. Gregoire again dumps over towards Rooney, who is quickly handled by Ryan Bluen. So a couple of back-to-back good completions for Gregoire. Good to have that halfback receiving option. But tough defense from the black squad has stopped him right at the line of scrimmage both times. Here's third down now. Gregoire rears back a bit more for that one. Misses his intended receiver, who is Chris Maka. And now here comes fourth down. Officially about 11 yards to go here. Gregoire across the middle, picked off by number 6, Jonas Wagner. Wagner will run it untouched. And another touchdown for the black team. That is a two-way player for you, Jonas Wagner, who's been quarterbacking officially the home team, as the black team is home this evening, and a pick 6 for him as well. He's not going to be under center here as they go for the extra point. Currently leading 13-0. It looks like the quarterback will be number 7, Elijah LaRose. Twin wideouts on each side. And a running back to his left. LaRose sets, fires towards the back of the end zone, and he overthrows Hunter Cheney, number 96. So without an extra point, it is 13-0. With about a dozen minutes to play in this first period. White team has possession again. Once that white team does find the end zone on your... So actually, I say that, they worked it out correctly, that the white team is white on your scoring graphic, and the black team will be green on that scoring graphic. Here's first down. Quarterback now. We'll see in a moment. Under center is number 66, Jacob Cattell. At center, rather. And a quick pass over to the near side, and elusiveness and speed, and running down the sideline, finally knocked out. A great run from number 13, Evan Gauthier, who picked up about 20 yards in the blink of an eye. It appears that Mason Mercure is quarterbacking the white team right now. Mercure, number 88. Here's Mercure. Mercure just dumps it off in the middle, and in traffic, a good catch from number 87, Aiden Mayo. Had two defenders on him, but was a step ahead. Second and about 6. McCure rears back, and his pass is intercepted by Elijah LaRose. It seemed that ball might have slipped out of the fingers of Mercure. You could see it, how he reared back for that when he was just gearing up for a deep ball, but it just didn't leave the fingers quite right. So after a great drive from the white team, moving it down, possession goes back to the black team. Number 63, Hazel Starr, you can see running out there now. The defensive lineman a moment ago. Starr's got that great hair, the green hair. And also coming out for the black team, Wyatt Williams will likely sit this possession on the bench. Each team has about 13 players. I guess officially the white team has 14, so they've got enough to go 7 offense, 7 defense, but the black team having 1 holdover each time as James Wagner back at quarterback completes his first pass to Marcus McConnell. Good for about a 5-yard gain. Second and a long 4. Hazel Starr is handling the snap here. Back to Wagner. Wagner, a quick pass to the near side and a catch from Evan Judd, who got a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and short. Aiden Mayo, number 87, got the hands on him to prevent a first down. Now remember, without any punts in this game, even if they don't complete the conversion here on 3rd down, they will automatically go for it on 4th. McConnell wide on the near side. On the far side, it's Riven Williams. And a dump in the middle. Good for the first down. Completed to Damian Callan, number 82. Just a little push from Jonas Wagner to shovel it up ahead. You wonder what Sabrin's gaming up with the black team. The near side receiver this time is Ryan Bluen. In the slot, near side is Evan Judd. And up at the top is Riven Williams and then McConnell. Wagner going deep. And a completion. Great pass. Wagner to Evan Judd. Judd was the near slot receiver who essentially ran a straight route, maybe a little hiccup to his right, but he got past the coverage. And exceptional placement on that pass from Jonas Wagner. About 6 minutes to play. Lots of time for this team to work with, this side of the team, I should say. Weird sort of vernacular tiptoeing when it is an intra-squad matchup. Wagner is going to have split backs beside him. No, just the one. He's got Ryan Bluen to his left and trips receiver to the right side. Wagner. Instead of going to the crossing, goes deep, and great coverage. That was Corey Mcnulty who tipped that pass. Those of you who are keeping the advanced metrics there, that's the first pass deflection for Corey Mcnulty. But good coverage indeed. And a good effort with the Trips wide receiver to try to confound the defense. They had both crossing. Now they're back to 2 on each side as Wagner is going to throw and overthrow, in fact, Wyatt Williams. Bringing about 3rd down and 10 to go.
Chad, do I just leave all this stuff here? Okay. Yeah.
Short snap picked up by Wagner. The defense wasn't sure. We might reset on that one. And essentially judge, jury, and executioner Chris Sabrin is backing up his team, that 5-yard penalty, so it's 4th down and about 15 now. Starr at center, Hazel Starr. A good snap that time. And Wagner, deep and a completion. What a pass and catch. Again, that combo of Jonas Wagner to Evan Judd. Judd just weaved his way around the coverage in the left side and able to slide down for the catch. Beautiful play. That's 2 great connections that we've seen from those two on this drive alone, and it is now 1st and goal with 3 minutes 15 seconds on that running clock. It's about 8 yards to the goal line. Sabrin is going to move Bluen towards the strong side. Wagner looking left towards the middle, and he tried to force that one in towards McConnell. There were 2 defenders in front of him. A tandem deflection. One of those defenders was Aiden Mayo. Not quite able to pick up the number on who the other was. Nonetheless, an incomplete pass on 1st down. And the clock continues to tick. 2 minutes and 15 seconds now, as they've got everybody stacked towards the left side. And miscommunication there, as there was no snap, so another penalty. That's 2 on this drive. Backing up about 5 yards, it's now going to be 2nd and about 13 to score. Looks like they're trying the same play, though. They've got them lined up tight and heavy towards the left side. Wagner is going to overthrow Wyatt Williams. 3rd and goal now. Again, the field markings that you see, not accurate, as they've shortened the field a bit. So even though on your screen you can see that 40-yard marking painted on the field here at Collins Pearly, they've got 13 yards to the goal line. Wagner is going to go towards the running back on the near side. Actually, it was just Judd who had curled all the way around to the near side, but he was immediately stopped. So it's 4th and goal. He officially made it back to the goal line. Barring a quick change of possession and a Hail Mary, this is likely our final scoring opportunity of this first half. Starr snap to Wagner. Wagner, quarterback number 6, Rears back, fires it deep, and overthrows Wyatt Williams, almost hitting that pylon in the center of the end zone. And so some beautiful plays on that drive from the Steelers black squad, but they come up empty. And they'll have to live with their 13-point advantage. The clock is ticking. You can hear them calling it. The white team's going to try to get one play before expiry, and here's a snap. Gregoire is under center. A good pass that is batted down, not intercepted. And that does it for the first half of this contest. An exciting first half of action of the Steelers versus the Steelers. And again, some great plays from these young athletes who will be competing at the high school level a year from now. Before we take a quick break for this halftime, I want to take a second to point out that this broadcast is made possible through the generosity of several organizations in Franklin County: Northwestern Orthopedics, Handy Toyota, JC Image, and of course, the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Northwest Access TV would like to continue these live broadcasts throughout the athletic season, but we do need your help. So if you or someone you know owns a business or runs an organization that would like to donate to the cause, please reach out to the staff at Northwest Access by visiting northwestaccess.tv for contact information, or you can call 802-782-8676. That number again, 802-782-8676. Our score at the half is 13-0, and it's just 4 minutes till this second period gets underway, so we'll be back for it in that time. Did I say 4 minutes? I meant about 2.5. Here's our second half of action. Possession in this first try of our second half is going to start with the black team, who began on the defensive end in half number 1. And if you are just joining us, again, welcome. We're live at Collins Pearly Sports Complex for St. Albans Steeler football. It's the 8th grade squad against themselves. Their final clash of the COVID season, and their big opportunity, wearing shiny new uniforms, playing under the lights. Big time for these young athletes of Franklin County. At quarterback again for the black squad here is number 6, Jonas Wagner. Wagner has crisscrossing receivers and almost brought in by Marcus McConnell. Second down now. A good pass from Wagner. We've seen several times now he can put the ball where he wants it to go. A couple of highlight reel plays between Wagner and Evan Judd, number 20 in the first, and that last possession rather. Judd is on the sideline here for this first possession. In movement, Hunter Cheney goes to the right slot. Wagner goes in the middle towards McConnell, and McConnell was up against big number 66, Jacob Cattell. Cattell immediately getting a breather on defense after that pass breakup. Wagner looking for Noah Hunt, and though he found him, it was not reeled in. We've seen some great decisiveness from Wagner back in the pocket. And he had a little more time than usual to think about that. A testament to the defense. I think, in fact, the only player who was wide open was Noah Hunt, but the defense had figured it out and was closing in on him by the time the pass came, which contributed to that breakup. And Hunt in movement now, going to the right side. One of three receivers over there, joining McConnell and also Elijah LaRose, number 25 and 7, respectively, though I say it with respect. Incomplete pass that time from Wagner. Intended for Wyatt Williams. So here's 4th down, 10 yards to go. Snap. That's error, rather, on the broadcaster's part. This was the untimed, the 5th down. That was the closest thing you're going to see to a punt tonight. So possession changes there, and Wagner gave it all he got, and the white team will start right at about midfield. Just inside, officially, 37 yards separate them and the goal line as they seek to find the end zone for the first time tonight. Under center, it looks as though it'll be, again, number 14, Jacob Gregoire. At the very least, he has checked out there along with James Schuler, number 23. I'll call out the other names and numbers as they become visible. Number 81, Donovan Rathburn. He's going to be perhaps the quarterback here. And Rathburn is, in fact, the quarterback. Puts a lot of zip on that first effort, though he comes up empty. Number 81, Donovan Rathburn, the new quarterback for the white team. Some real height on this squad, most notably number 85, who you see just towering over his teammates. That's Corey McNulty. He's going to be on the near side. John Sheldon is under center. When I asked for the names beforehand, he called himself Big John. Used to be a country song about Big John. Almost an interception on that effort from Rathburn. A bit less zip, shall we say, on that effort. When I say there used to be a country song about Big John, not to age the song, but realistically, that song is probably about as old as this John Sheldon's grandparents at this point. So here is Big John, the snap towards Rathburn with some good movement, and moving, in fact, is number 14, though they don't go for him. They go deeper over the middle towards Aiden Mayo, who catches it. The movement that I was eyeing was Jacob Gregoire, who has shown to be a great athlete already in the 36 minutes combined of action we have had this evening. So if you can do the deduction, we've only got about 23 and a half minutes of this running clock here, the second half. Rathburn's pass is not gripped, and Corey McNulty smacking his own hands together after that one. You could tell he wanted it. The mist of an almost freezing rain, or maybe even some snow that we described at the beginning of this broadcast, has subsided. So now it's just chilly. Temperature right above freezing with a little breeze out of the north. A pass over towards Rathburn that time, and that is a completion. The quarterback, and my mistake for the couple of passes that I had missed there, Gordon Lariviere, number 4, with the orange sleeves. So at the beginning of this possession, there definitely had been one pass from Rathburn, but some shuffling to keep the defense on their toes. It's perhaps paying off. They've got about a 3rd and 3.5 right now, as they're marching in the direction they want to go. Lariviere looking for Rathburn. They miss as the pass was just behind him and he wasn't able to hold on. The substitution as Rathburn heads to the bench along with Corey Mcnulty, number 78 Gavin Mullis, who just saw a check in. It looks as though number 51 Braden Rooney is there in the huddle as well. And the near receiver, number 13 Evan Gauthier, rather he was substituted out as well. Snapped down and picked up off the ground by Lariviere, who goes to the middle, and great defense from Damian Callan, who is there right as the ball went towards Mason Mercure, breaking up the pass. And so this is going to be the punt equivalent. Would have been. They were less than 20 yards to the goal line, so instead it's just going to be a change of possession here. Black team starting with 63 yards separating them from their end zone. "20 minutes now to play. The black team, despite having a couple of good plays in that first half, it's worth noting their 2 touchdowns came on pick sixes. So the defense has been the difference in this one, and the defense stunted all efforts from that black team as well on their first possession. Jonas Wagner, number 6, still at quarterback. He heaves this one, and it looked as though Riven Williams lost his footing, number 33, who was the intended receiver. Wagner wanted him to go right. I think Williams wanted to go right as well, but again, tripped up on the turf. He'll be used to the turf here by next season. Couple of substitutions for the white team as Braden Rooney and Aiden Mayo get a breather. At center for the black team is number 73 Wyatt Williams. Back to Jonas Wagner. Going towards Marcus McConnell. McConnell jumped for it, and when he came back down, lost it. We have seen so many near misses with McConnell. Seems to be a good route runner. Wagner was looking towards Cheney, who lost his footing, and instead his second option, he went towards LaRose, and an interception ends the effort early. A great play from the white team, as we mentioned just a moment ago. Defense has been key in this contest, and perhaps it will have awakened the beast. The white team now has about 15 yards to the goal line. It appears that Gordon Lariviere will be under center. Lariviere, number 4. And he's got Rathburn right next to him as well. And this does go to Rathburn. Rathburn fires a fastball that seemed to deflect off of the fingers of 2 of his teammates and maybe a defender or 2 as well. That was right in the thick of things. Looks as though it will be Gordon Lariviere now. Drops the snap, picks it back up. The damp ball looking for options. He's going deep, and it got deflected and threw off Corey Mcnulty a bit. Good defense. There were about 4 defenders there. The ball almost carried past them on the deflection. They went away from where Mcnulty had the hand set up and instead got him right on the face mask. 3rd down now, 10 to go. White team looking to end their scoring drought. Lariviere's pass is shoelace high and hits the grass first. 4th down. And we have reached the midway mark of this second half. Jonathan Sheldon still at center. A good snap back to Lariviere. Lariviere towards the back of the end zone, a jump ball, and nobody is able to reach it, though 2 different defenders got a hand on it. So that is the end of that scoring try for the white team. Just do a change of possession here. The black team at their own 15-yard line is where they will begin. Wagner still under center, and a good one-handed catch from number 20, Evan Judd. That's that combination. The special sauce, Jonas Wagner to Evan Judd.
Plus, it's already late. You're not It's 7:30. It's freezing. You're not playing.
Second down at about 6. Wagner finds Judd again. Judd just crept into a gap there amongst 3 defenders. They got 2 hands on him, but only after he got the first down. Wagner has Judd right next to him this time as an option. Instead, he goes in the middle and a pass slightly behind McConnell, who got a hand on it but couldn't reel it in. Marcus McConnell, number 25.
Get over here now.
One of twin wide receivers on the near side, along with Riven Williams. This pass is intended for Riven Williams and almost intercepted by Jacob Boulanger. Number 42 for the white team. He's sort of the deep back on defense, the last resort. Almost was a hero there. Here's third down now. Wagner almost has that one intercepted as well. Great anticipation from Mason Mercure to jump right up there and bat the pass down. You wonder if fatigue might be an issue now. There's a bit less pep in the routes from the black team on that last play. Here's their last chance at a first down. They've got to basically get 2 yards past midfield here. 4th and 10 to go. Five wideouts, 3 on the far side. He's looking towards the near side, and the pass is a diving effort and a great catch for the first down by Marcus McConnell, number 25. I'd made the comment earlier that he seems to be a good route runner. He has availed himself many times, but just has come up empty. Came up big there on 4th down and 10 to go. He made a diving catch for first down. Again, 3 wide receivers on the right side. McConnell joined as well by Riven Williams. And then at the top of the screen is Noah Hunt. This pass is going to be not intercepted, almost, as Gavin Mullis was able to get 2 hands on it. Well, and before this next play, Jonas Wagner took that helmet off and was blowing on his fingers. He's got a hand warmer. It looks as though a pocket around his waist, but it's chilly out there. And after having 3 of his last 4 passes batted down by the defense, he's shaking his hands out and trying to get some more feeling back there. Jonas Wagner, number 6. Here he is. The hands a bit warmed up, but still an incomplete pass. He tried to find Wyatt Williams, and tight defense. Donovan Rathburn was there, along with a few other teammates. Quick snap, and here they come. Wagner rears back. Looked like he broke his wrist. Not in the literal sense, but in the bending sense. So it didn't have enough mustard on it. Incompletion. And now it's going to be a throwing change of possession, the punt effort. I say that, and that's twice I've miscounted the downs. This is 4th down, 10 to go. 4 receivers on the right side, and instead he's going to go near side, and the bread and butter looking for Evan Judd, but Judd had lost his footing a moment before and had not regained it by the time the pass came. So that will do it for that effort. And again, since they had crossed midfield, it's just going to be a change of possession. The white team starting on their own 38-yard line. And on this brisk Thursday evening, the 29th of October, we've got about 7 minutes to play. The white team, can they piece it together on this, perhaps their final drive? Gordon Lariviere, almost intercepted. Was it intercepted? The players seem to think it was. It was tipped initially by Wyatt Trombley, and then diving down, he has not let go of the ball. Damian Callan did, in fact, intercept the ball. What a play. Wyatt Trombley tipped it first, and then Damian Callan getting the hands under it before it reached the ground. Great play there from Damian Callan, number 82 for the black team, who's getting adulations from all the teammates on the sideline now. They'll be telling that story for weeks, if not years to come. And a quick turnaround, a pass completed to Riven Williams. Somehow he has not been touched with 2 hands. He weaved his way around and managed to pick up about 7, maybe even 8 yards. There's a quick completion over to Riven Williams. Williams is back there at the top of your screen. To his left, Marcus McConnell. On the near side, the wide receiver is Noah Hunt. And Wagner's pass a little bit low and behind Williams, bringing up 3rd down. Third and about 2.5. Wagner has a pass intercepted. Field in front of Evan Gauthier, who is running, finally forced out of bounds. A great play from Evan Gauthier, number 13 for the white team. Just when it seemed like perhaps their chances of finding the end zone this evening were running out, he has reinvigorated them and put them in a good position to score as well. They've only got about 22 yards to go. Make it 23. But a big play from Evan Gauthier. For that white team, Jacob Gregoire has run onto the field. We've got 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes rather, to play. Just your usual 4-minute drill. Again, this is a running clock, however, so for this white team, they're going to want to work with precision and speed. Gregoire, the near slot man. Under center, looks like it's Mason Mercure. Mercure over the defender, and a good completion over to, I think, Rathburn. Good touch on that pass. It's still Mercure under center. Gets the ball low as he looks for options. It is completed over to Jacob Gregoire. Caught him in momentum, but he was quickly hit with two hands. It is officially a first down. And about 11 or so to go to the end zone. This one is skied out, and is it going to be caught? Yes! And there's your first touchdown, I believe, for the white team. Yes, in fact. With about 2.5 minutes to play in this one, they get their first score. And now they'll have a chance to make it a 13-7 contest. Mercure again trying to sky it, and again it is caught. And just like that, it is 13-7. It was very quick with Mason Mercure getting the ball. They're going to have to get the ball back, however, with that running clock. It's 1.5 minutes. Seems unlikely, nonetheless, for this inter-squad contest. Good morale booster to get a couple of good plays like that. It's still Jonas Wagner at quarterback. Wagner puts a lot behind this one, almost intercepted as he underthrew Wyatt Williams, the intended receiver. Inside of a minute left now. Down to our final play or two. Wagner goes into a very crowded middle. It is fought for, and on the ground, officially, they're going to give it to the white team, I believe, as it was Aiden Mayo who got to the ball. Oh no, they will not switch it. The white team thought they were going to switch it, and I was excited along with them. So it is officially, after that scrum for it, an incompletion. So here's 3rd and 10. And the clock expires, and the season has been finished for the Steelers as well. A fun finish for the St. Albans Steelers. A proud tradition of youth football here in St. Albans, and good for these 8th graders in an unusual season to get some time on the big stage under the lights here at Collins Pearly, where our final score is the black team 13, the white team 7. But you can see the teammates all there taking a knee together and enjoying this last huddle as a squad as well.